This is why I'm terrified of the backwoods. So a few years ago, a guy was staying alone in a cabin in the woods, and he ended up going for a little walk around the property. And when he got back, he felt like someone had been there because the door was slightly opened. Also, this is coming straight from the most recent episode of the podcast, which is all backwoods horror stories. Earlier, when the man was out walking around the property, he noticed something. There was a part of the path that was covered in thick brush, and through the brush, he could actually see a pile of clothes lying on the ground. Except when he shined his flashlight on the clothes, they got up and ran away. He ran back to his cabin, and that's when he noticed that the door was open. He figured it would be fine, so he tiptoed back into the house when all of a sudden he hears the loudest scream he's ever heard. And there in the middle of the floor is a man lying in a pool of blood. The worst part though is that the police came over and said that it looked like the man somehow got into the house and tripped and fell, and that's what the blood was from. But that never sat right with the guy who was staying at the cabin. He said he always felt like someone was chasing that guy in the woods and finally caught up to him in the house. That's not even the scariest story from the Backwoods Horror episode, the most recent one on the podcast, so definitely check it out.